everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing what lore implications were revealed in the Exodus Evacuation quest. If you did not know, this was a quest that is dedicated to kind of like remembering and saying farewell to the destinations that are moving into the content vault. So, very excited. So, it was a pretty fun quest. And I actually, it was a little lengthy, but it was a good way to have everyone do the activities that we haven't done in a very long time. So, yeah, it was pretty cool, and of course, you get the exotic Traveler's Chosen, which I'll talk about at the end. But, so Zavala, of course, sends you on this quest, and because the pyramids are arriving, we are forced to evacuate those planets, which, in my opinion, is more evidence that the pyramids are going to do something to these planets in another live event. Destroy, maybe not like destroy this, like the entire planet, but maybe destroy like a section. We know that they used a gravitational weapon in the Last Days on Krakenmare lore book. So that was pretty cool. I know we have, so that basically like takes gravity and cause like tsunamis, I think, to ravage Titan. So that was really, really, really interesting. So, I did think that was a pretty cool lore implication that shows that maybe we could see something similar happen to that, like, I don't know, maybe Mars, the Hellas Basin would go away, but, like, Mars itself wouldn't. We just go back to the Destiny 1 Mars. I think that would be a pretty cool thing, or, um, I just think that, like, that would probably be the most likely, considering that there's still going to be stuff like PvP maps, on these destinations. So anyway, if we start with Io, it's basically like hunting down taken threats and stuff, but it's all, pretty standard stuff. But Asher Mir, explains that he will not come to the tower and retreat and be a coward, as he probably put it. But instead he plans to guard the secrets of the Pyramidion by basically like bringing the whole thing down on top of him. So he's going to destroy the entire thing to keep those secrets hidden from the rest of the, you know, worlds, I guess. So he brings that down on him, and I gotta say, with all of these, they leave implications that they could have survived, but it's very unlikely that they did. Just like how they could come back eventually, but they probably won't. So we're definitely going to see more stuff like that. So Asher Mir probably died when he brought the Pyramidion down on himself, but at this point, who really knows? Um, seems seems like he most likely died. I'd like to go over what I will miss about the destinations that I go over. Io, I gotta be honest, I don't like Io at all. It's not anything interesting. It's literally green caves most of the time. The fact that it was touched by the Traveler, like, doesn't make it as special as they hyped it up to be, and, so I probably won't miss it. The, Festering Core, which is the gameplay you're seeing, roll out right now. I did enjoy that strike. It's a pretty fun strike, that implicated yet again Savathun's arrival. Uh, so there's a lot of hype for her, and I'm hoping she's, coming back. Pyramidion, not fun strike, not really that interesting. Yeah, just not fun. I have a bit of a problem. I'm very do not like Vex, like, at all. Um, So like when it comes to like other enemies, I'm all open for their stories, but the Vex, I'm just kind of like tired of them at this point. Um, but besides that, there's not a whole lot that I'll probably miss about IO. Um, I do like the interference mission is very good. Of course, that's only for Season of Arrivals, but it's still part of IO, so I will miss that. Um, and also, in my opinion, the Shadows Overhead mission was a phenomenal story mission. But so most of the stuff I'll miss about this has to do with Season of the Arrivals, but mostly meh. Titan was a pretty small destination. Not a lot of people enjoy it. I like Titan simply because I just thought that planet looks visually amazing. I know it's only half the story, but when Contact is on Titan, I really enjoy it. I enjoy Contact overall, but I feel like Contact on Titan gives it a better aesthetic, if that makes sense. Um, I am going to miss the storyline of that whatever is under the seas. We know there is creatures, or just one creature that lies underneath the ocean. That's kind of like a slug worm. You can see it in different missions, and I'll miss that. I really want to see that storyline continue at one point, but you know, yeah. Sloane. What happened to her is she decided that she was going to become the wall. She was going to be the Titan that stayed as the wall, and that meant she was going to try and go on a one-man suicide mission against the darkness, which means she probably did not survive. But she got a weird like hive chest plate made by like Sabathun or something, and so that's pretty interesting. But she just went off and faced the darkness. I think she's the most likely to survive because we don't hear her like her. Oh, she like unlike others where the pyramid like descends upon them or one of them dies. No, it's like she goes off to fight the darkness. So like probably the most likely to survive. I can see Titan coming back. Again with so many unwrapped storylines. I love the Savathun song strike. It's such a fun strike, and in my opinion, it's just really enjoyable. I like long, like not too long, but long strikes that are like you don't just one phase every enemy and then you're just done. I like enjoyable strikes that are fun to like play through. Um, I think that so I'm definitely gonna miss that. Um, Overall, there's not a whole lot to do on Titan. Um, but the adventures were pretty interesting. I really liked those. And overall, just Titan, gonna miss that place. Moving on from there, we head to Mercury. Now, Mercury, I know, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I hate Mercury. I don't like it at all. I'm not gonna miss it. Go away, fine. But Mercury has some interesting lore implications. So Brother Vance, of course, knowing that the end is near and we must follow Osiris, or whatever he's rambling on about these days, heads into the Infinite Forest, where he finds a copy of himself, or an alternate version of himself. And the two struggle, and in the end, one of them is killed, but we don't know which. So again, you can see that if he like did they die or did they not? But it probably was the Vance that we know. So that was pretty interesting, and I will be interested to see where the story goes from there if we ever go back. Um, as for things I'll miss, pretty much nothing. Don't play Trials of Osiris at all. Not a PvP guy. Um, however, and the Curse of Osiris was too long. It was way too long. It could have been done in. It was not an interesting story, and it could have been done in no time at all. So moving on from there, Anna Bray is probably the most interesting with Mars. Mars, I think people are gonna miss the most because there was the most to do on it. There was Escalation Protocol. There was all the different exotic quests. There was all sorts of stuff. So probably, so what happened was, so of course she will return to us, but we intercepted some strange signals, and eventually, we found, Anna Bray took Rasputin's, like, mind codes, what she had left of them, and put them into an engram that she then smuggled off the planet with an experimental exoframe, leaving the implication that, of course, we are going to see, like, um, we're gonna see a Robo Rasputin, or like a actual in-person Rasputin, other than a giant orange ball that kind of looks like the sun. Um, so that will be pretty interesting. I still don't know what the opening cutscene was all about. I think it's an awesome cutscene. I'm talking about Season of Rivals, of course, but I don't know what, like. I I have my theories, but I don't really know what happened, and I want to see more of that. Strange Terrain, the strike, it's pretty fun. I like that. It's just enjoyable to do. Um, but Will of a Thousands is just boring. I know you can speed run it, I know, but it's not fun at all. I hate the concept of story missions turning into strikes. I like strikes with new bosses, new gameplay, new areas. I like all of that in strikes. So, not gonna miss that strike. Escalation Protocol, definitely going to miss that. The weapon and gear for that is phenomenal. I think that's closest to Wrath armor that we've got, which is awesome. I know a lot of people like the Wrath armor. But we're definitely gonna see a lot more, uh, like with the exotic quests when the kiosk comes out. So those won't all be gone because the exotic quests are or the exotics themselves are pretty good. But in the end, our evacuation quest pretty much was a failure. It was not well at all, and we were forced to traverse out of the. We lost most of our you know allies, and I don't know if there's a chance that we'll ever see them again. Um, And by the way, I'm gonna quickly show you where I think Anna Bray and Rasputin might go to in the tower. But so I think it definitely failed. But Traveler's Chosen, I think, is a great exotic. I remember my friend saying, "Oh, I can't wait to get Traveler's Chosen. Are you so excited?" I'm like, "Why? It's just a sidearm." But this thing is amazing. So basically, what it does is if you get about I if so every time you get a kill, you with this weapon you get a something called Gathering Light. And Gathering Light basically take basically as you get up, it'll like look like a buff on the side of your screen. It'll get up to times 10, and when and it'll like increase the handling, stability, reload, all of that stuff. But at the end it will like if you hold square into a hard reload, it brings back melee class and melee class and grenade ability. So it's kind of like Monte Carlo, except way better. uh, so it was so it's pretty good. So and when you get times 10 and you do a hard reload, it just brings class, melee, and energy immediately back. So that's pretty good. So that was a great exotic. Um, so I've kind of gone over how I don't really know how this season's going to end, and that's what's exciting about it. We know that there's that one, you know, evacuation, or sorry, that one interference mission or two that are still awaiting us. Um, and we have some sort of live event with the Calamity Protocol emblem. Very Rasputin-y theme. So again, I think Mars might go boom, or that area of Mars might go boom, and then this next area, and then the next area will be Destiny 1 Mars. But again, that's just my opinion. And we also know that Festival of the Lost is coming back, which I will make a live stream as soon as that comes out. I'll live stream that and, hop in and we'll have a great time. But anyway, so I'm heading over to where I think Anna Bray is, because just putting on my tinfoil hats right now. But yeah, that's kind of all the lore implications that I have. I think it's likely that Anna Bray would become the new Hunter Vanguard, so she could go right here where Kate is, or like kind of like up here just viewing. I think she'd definitely be in the hangar, because the hangar needs more like vendors. There's not enough people in this area. And like we could also see her like up here with like and we could like take down this banner and be like Rasputin's area. So probably in the hangar is my best guess. But yeah, and as you can see in the tower, I'm jumping on these right now. These are boxes and like resources that have been like transferred from the different destinations. So you can see Mars, there's Titan, there's of course Mercury with the giant Osiris symbol on it, and then there's Io. This is all like crates, and if you actually go, there's more there because they really are like straight up evacuating the planets. That's why I hope there would be a point in the quest where we like put on the sirens and started straight up evacuating, like ringing the sirens to get players out. But anyway, that's all speculation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I made this video because I wasn't able to live stream the Traveler's Chosen because I had some like just problems that were going on that didn't allow me to do that. But yeah, I'll make sure to live stream. I will be live streaming next Tuesday for Festival of the Lost, and I'll also do the interference mission, and just in case. And if there is anything in the interference mission, I'll release a video on it tomorrow. But yeah, that is it for today, guys. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. If you like what you see, check out two of my latest videos where I break down the Europa trailer for Beyond Light and also the most recent TWAB. But yeah, guys, that is all I have for today. If you guys enjoy, please feel free to comment down below your thoughts on all this. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!